Okay, I'm gonna get into the review, but my dog is so cute right now. I have to show y'all. I have to show you my doggy. He's so cute. And of course my light thing wanted to get hooked on a bag, but here's my doggy. Look how adorable he is today. Say hello, bear. Hello. You want to stretch? Can you give me a paw? Are you not entertained? Okay, cutie bug. You're so cute. Oh, oh, oh. Hello. Hello, sweet baby. He's getting pet now. He's so cute. You are so cute. Oh, my sweet baby. My sweet baby. Oh, you my sweet baby. I love you. I love you. He's gonna try to have me play tug because I just riled him up with a side rub and a head rub. I know you like it. Big boy. Big boy. I love you. Oh, he's acting like a cat. He's nuzzling me. He's nuzzling my leg with his head. You're so cute. Yes. Yes. Love you, baby. That's so, you're so cute. Y'all don't see it, but he's so cute. He's starting to lick my arm. You good? You good, bud? You good, bud? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? I love you. No, like, this ain't what I signed up for. I clicked on the video for you to review some books, but he's so cute. Anyway, let's get into that review already, shall we? So, I gave Neil Gaiman another chance, believe it or not. I tried 3 different stories from him. So, I tried Ocean at the End of the Lane. I couldn't get past the first couple of sentences. It was that bad. I just felt like the writing was super stilted and unnatural, and I didn't like it. And then I also did his graphic novels, the one with the alien party, whatever it was, and then another one with the troll. And I just felt like the characters were drawn so icky. Like, it was just gross. There was like a frame with the scene with the troll. It had like a giant penis. And I was like, what is going on with this? I'm like, why is this in this book? It just felt really, really weird and grotesque. And it's not beautiful. And I didn't like it at all. So I was like, I think I've given up on Neil Gaiman. However, someone picked up The Graveyard Boy at the library, the graphic novel, and they didn't put it back where it belonged. So they just like randomly put it on a shelf, and I saw it laying there, and I was like, is this my sign that I need to give Neil Gaiman another chance? Am I really going to do this? And it was a graphic novel. So I was like, you know what? It's not going to hurt. It'll make good video content. I'm just going to go ahead and read this. And if I totally trash it, that'll be a fun video. And if I actually wind up liking it, well, at least I got a good read out of it. I mean, like, I don't know. So, anyway, I did read it. I read both volume 1 and volume 2. So I'm going to be wrapping up both of those volumes, which does complete the adaptation of the Graveyard Book, the novel. So, lots of fun with this story. All right. So again, I have my handy dandy book. Ain't it cute? I feel really good about this. I hand drew the wolf and everything and tombstones. I feel good about this. So anyway, I will tell you when we get to some spoils. The first chapter opens up with a murder. This is a very graphic novel. Anyway, I have hated everything I've read by Neil Gaiman, but I did like this graphic novel adaptation. It's cool to see a character grow up over several years. I can't imagine being named Nobody, as if I had no importance. Even so, ghosts and vampires of the graveyard care for him very much, but they can't give him everything he needs because he is living. They're taught him. They've taught him everything they can. So they allow him to go to school, and he has the cool ability of having everyone forget him when he isn't in their presence, which which is important because the guy who slaughtered his family is still trying to find him to complete his job. He also has the ability to dreamwalk, or so he... Okay. So now we're getting into the spoilery stuff. So basically, I'll just kind of tell you some more about the beginning, and then we'll get into the spoils, okay? So the graveyard boy, his family gets slaughtered. He winds up that night. He had wandered into the graveyard, so the killer wasn't able to find him. Some ghosts find him instead, and then the mother who's died, her spirit comes there and asks these ghosts at the graveyard to take care of her son because she'll no longer be able to do it. So they name him Nobody Owens. So his name is literally Nobody. And he lives at the graveyard. And he has this vampire person who kind of is like his main caretaker because he has a physical body. So he's able to go in and out of the graveyard, unlike all of the ghosts. That way he can get supplies and bring them back so that nobody can be fed. He goes by the name Bod, like B-O-D. And so he has a lot of graveyard adventures, including some with this other girl who winds up taking walks in the graveyard when her mom is reading on a bench. So they form a friendship. Everyone thinks that whenever she talks about Nobody, that he is her imaginary friend, but Nobody is real. And then she winds up moving away, which is super sad. But then in volume 2, we get to see her again. So that's about as much as I can tell you without actually spoiling like major things. So now I'm going to get into some more of the like major things. So recapping a little bit of what I just said, he goes to school, he winds up spotting these bullies, and so he tells other people basically how to outsmart the bullies. So now the bullies aren't able to get money from them, and so they're not able to just like be bullies the way that they once were. And then they discover that Bod is behind making all of their victims smarter. And so they want to go after Bod. And Bod has discovered, because he talks to other ghosts, he talks to like a witch ghost, all this other kind of stuff, that he can do this thing called dream walking. So he goes inside of the dream of one of the bullies, which is like the biggest guy in school, and he like scares him in the dream so that he will stop being a bully. So I really like that part. But anyway, this is kind of getting into the second volume, so it's all going to be spoils from here, even if it's just kind of like minor things. There's not really a whole lot that happens in the story. It is very much so atmospheric and following one character from being a toddler to being a teenage boy and then coming into manhood. So yeah, we're going to continue on. Okay. This ability to dream walk. So he scared the school bully. This puts eyes on him, so the school is no longer safe, because it was where, because he wasn't drawing any attention to himself, people would forget him as soon as they weren't in his presence. It was like a ability that he had. Then, in his teen years, the girl who used to play with him at the graveyard returns to the town. She gets close to the killer, and he learns that the boy is at the graveyard, so he gathers his legion to kill him, since there's a prophecy that the boy will end the order. Bod gets him to go to the underground place where the Sleer, I think that's what they were called, the Sleer, are guarding treasures and awaiting the return of their master. After he gets the others trapped or taken by the ghouls, which he was taken by the ghouls when he was a child and escaped with the help of a werewolf shape-shifting person that was put in charge of looking over him when the vampire went out of town for a while. Like I said, the story's a bit outlandish, but it's fun. He outsmarts the killers by having the Sleer claim him as their master. Then he's made to give up the graveyard. So he kind of wins this battle and everything. He's taken out the guy that was the threat to him. Now he's grown up a bit, and so the graveyard ghosts are like, you're older now, you need to be able to go out into the world on your own. And he slowly starts to no longer see the ghost. So it's kind of like the thing where some people say, like, you know, children, they see things we don't see, and then when you get older, you forgot that you saw those things, like angels and stuff. So it's kind of going along with that. He starts to slowly forget and not be able to see these other ghosts or have these abilities to, like, walk through walls and stuff. So yeah, that's kind of what happens. So it's really sad. It's bittersweet because it's like you want him to grow up and you want him to go out and explore the world and have happiness with living, breathing people. But at the same time, everything that he knows has been in the graveyard. So there's like this really big loss feeling at the same time. So yeah, bittersweet ending. And then I've got some quotes for us. So I put Rip Nobody Owens, even though he's not dead. I was like, I'm going to put him for the grave thing. Anyway. You're alive, Bod. That means you have infinite potential. You can do anything, make anything, dream anything. If you can change the world will change. Potential. Once you're dead, it's gone. Over. You've made what you've made. Dreamed your dream. Written your name. You may be buried here. You may even walk. But that potential is finished. And then another quote. I want to see life. I want to hold it in my hands. I want to leave a footprint on the sand of a desert island. I want to play football with people. I want everything. So Neil Gaiman does a really good job here with knowing when to use fragmented sentences and also knowing when to use repetitive sentence starts. I think it's really effective with those two quotes, so I applaud him on that. So yeah, I don't know that I'm done with Neil Gaiman anymore because I did like The Graveyard Boy. But maybe it just has something to do with maybe some of his prose is more of a literary type stiffness to it that I don't like. So I need to find some of his works that don't have that type of writing style so that I can get into it. Because it's very much so a I don't like your writing style situation. Because I do like his ideas. I think his ideas are good. So anyway, that's all I really have to say about The Graveyard Book, Volume 1 and 2. I hope you'll give it a chance. If you also have not liked Neil Gaiman books in the past, you might actually like this one. And if you didn't like a bunch of his other books and you did like this one, and you've read more books by him since, which ones did you like versus not like? Let me know so I know where to head to next if I decide to pick up another book by him. Y'all can lead me in the right direction. But until then, that is all I have for you. So don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below. That's my favorite thing to get from you guys is comments. And share with your friends. And I will see y'all later. Bye. Thanks for watching.